Hello, good morning, children. This is Samir Ramzan. Today I am going to teach you 8th class English, but it is from third unit C reading. That C reading is The Garden Within. The Garden Within. This is a poem written by Celia Barrel. Has written this poem. Okay, so this poem tells you generally our mind, our spirit, and our heart, how beautiful they are, how pure they are. And the garden, generally we think it is on land somewhere on this earth. We think garden which is covered with the flowers, with the plants, with the beautiful flowers. Generally we think that it is a garden, but whereas the garden is within. Where is it? You children, you open the textbook and see that C reading at the page number you see that 46 page number. So the garden, generally where is the garden? You have to imagine that poet what is going to say that let us see what kind of garden it is. Are you ready? See in textbook, there is a garden in my heart where beauty grows in fits and starts, where smiles or petals from the flowers bestowed by others from their bowers. Nutritious hope reaps seeds to feed my spirit for its every need. With gratitude, I will reach my goal to touch the island of my soul. This is the garden poet described in extraordinary way. I am coming to that theme of this poem. There is a garden in my heart. So poet is telling that where is the garden? The garden is in the poet's heart, where beauty grows in fits and starts. In that garden, generally what it grows here, according to the poet, that beauty grows in fits and starts. In fits and starts, as a phrase given to you, that means here in a sudden and irregular manner. In a sudden and irregular manner, that beauty grows in the heart of the garden. Then, where smiles or petals, you see children that smiles are compared with the petals. You know that the petals are a delicate colored part of a flower that are called petals. So smiles are compared with the petals from the flowers bestowed by others from their bowers. From the flowers, what comes here? From the flowers bestowed means it is gave, past form it is. That flowers gave others. What do they give here? From their bowers. Bowers means here a pleasant place that it is in the shade of a tree. That is called a bower. So trees they give generally the pleasant place with shade to the human being, to the animals, to the birds also. I repeat that, where smiles or better petals from the flowers bestowed by others from their bowers. So trees give the shade. That is the pleasant place. Next stanza you see that nutritious hope reaps seeds to feed my spirit for its every need. So what it would give her? Nutritious hope reaps. Reaps means here give. And that it plants, that flowers, that garden, it gives what it gives here? Nutritious hope, a good hope. That gives a good hope. Reaps means give. Seeds, that seeds, what kind of seeds? That are nutritious hope. Seeds to feed my spirit. So to feed poet's spirit here, what it is useful here? Nutritious hope. For its every need. Then with gratitude I will reach my goal. By taking this, by receiving this, the spirit of nutritious seed and other things in every time, that with gratitude I will reach my goal. Poet says that he would reach that his goal, to touch the island of my soul. His soul is compared with the island. So Then with gratitude, gratitude means what is it? Thankfulness. So what is a goal here? Goal means here something that you hope to achieve. You would have some goals. To reach the goal here with gratitude that he will reach his goal and to touch the island of his soul. His soul is compared with the island. That it is the beautiful garden. Everyone would have the beautiful garden in the hearts that we cannot see. Every heart, if we make it a garden, that life it will be very nice, very excellent. So that it will be hopeful. That means poet says the inner meaning of this poem is everyone should have the beautiful garden in their hearts. Then only the life it will be with hopes, and their life will be beautifully. So that life is beautiful. Everyone's heart it must be like a garden where the petals are compared with the smiles. So that a smile it gives a good what do you call it, a good attitude, because every time, even the difficulties situations and some other situations, we have to face, we have to see with a smile. That smile gives a good attitude. That is why poet says though everyone should have this garden, the garden within. I repeat the poem. There is a garden in my heart where beauty grows in fits and starts. And the second stanza, where smiles are petals from the flowers bestowed by others from their powers. Next stanza, nutritious hope reaps seeds to feed my spirit for its every need. With gratitude I will reach my goal to touch the island of my soul. This is the poem, children. And questions are also given to you. What is the central idea of the poem? You can write in your own way. And the second question, what features of the garden in the poet's heart are mentioned in stanza 1? And third question, what is the mood of the poet? Put a tick mark here given to you. That is a sad mood, hopeful mood, thankful mood. Which one is correct? And fourth one, explain the word gratitude as used in the poem. So in which way that gratitude is mentioned? You explain that. Now, after this poem, let me complete it in this class, children. Some comparison words are given to you. Generally, these words are used in poetry. That words, what do we call that? Few words, 3 words are given to you. I'm coming to the poem when the poet is going to describe in poem using different objects. That objects are compared one to another. So in comparison of these objects, that English grammar, it tells that not only grammar, that to describe the poetry, there are a few words when and how to use this and how we can explain, how we can understand. These are given to you. One is a simile. What do you call it? A simile. Second one is a metaphor. Third one is a personification. So these 3 are introduced to you. Simile, metaphor, and personification. These are generally comparison in what do you call it? Comparing words. These are. So what is a simile? First question we have to put it there. What is simile? Simile, generally you see that in first sentence you see that he roared like a lion. So the person's roaring, it is compared with a lion. But in this lion, the word is used like when we are comparing one person to another thing or animal, some other. So human being is compared with a lion here. This quality is shown here using the word like or as. I repeat that. In a line of the poem or some comparison, in comparison, when we compare one thing to another using the word with like or as, then that line, that comparison is in simile. Do you understand that? When the comparison is with like or as. So here a lion and the person he, both are compared, but the word is used here like or as. That means when a line is used with comparing and the word with comparing word like or as, then that line and that comparison is in simile. Do you understand that? That qualities are shown here with like or as word, that it is called a simile. Generally it is nothing but it is a comparison. Comparison means one object is compared to another object, one person is compared to another thing. So here comparison is given to you between he and lion. So that this is called here, this is compared with like or as. That is why in English poetry we are going to compare these two objects with like. So it is called in simile. The second thing you see, that the second sentence, that it is a metaphor. Her home was a prison. Her home was a prison. Home is compared with prison, but without using like or as. Her home is compared with a prison. Her home and prison both have the same qualities. Do you understand? But without using like or as, both things are compared. Her home is compared with a prison. So home and prison has the same qualities. So that here this kind of comparison is called when the same qualities are there without using like or as. That kind of comparison is called metaphor. Do you understand? Here in the second sentence, comparison is there. Both have the same qualities. What are that? Her home and prison. Both have the same qualities. So we have to think there. But here it is not used like and as. Without using like and as, the things, two objects have the same qualities. That is why this kind of comparison is called a metaphor. Do you understand? And the third sentence, you see that the stars danced playfully in the moonlight sky. You see, generally danced, that it is used only for human beings. But in comparison, in the third sentence, the stars, they became human beings. That means stars are having the quality of the human being. Do you understand this? Actually, stars are non-living things, but these are compared with the living things, with human beings. So stars danced playfully. You see this sentence, but generally they want to dance, but we made them the quality of a human being. So in the third sentence, when the non-living thing is compared with a living thing, that means making the quality of the human being, that kind of comparison is called personification. Do you understand? I repeat that third sentence. The object which has no life, but in comparison it is used as the lively things. That is why this kind of comparison is called the personification. Am I right? So here three kinds of words are given to you. Once again I repeat. In the first sentence, it is a simile. The line, it has a comparison between two objects, person he and lion. But here in this line, like and as is used to compare the two things or two objects. The second sentence, what it tells here two objects are there, two are having both have the same qualities, but without using like as, we compared here. Her home, prison. Her home was a prison. So without using like as, here also two objects have the same qualities. That is why this kind of comparison is called metaphor. Whereas third sentence, when you come to third sentence, the stars danced playfully. That means stars are not the human beings, but we are giving the human qualities. So this kind of comparison is called the personification. So these are generally used in poetry when you are reading the poems. So that once again you see in the textbook exercise after the poem, some other example sentences are also given to you. You can read, children. You can understand them very easily with other examples. And for the next class, I will come into the next video. Thank you.